Hi, I'm Sophie. Today I'm gonna share with you how I wrote my song, Self-Critical. So I'll kind of go through what I remember. It's been a couple years since I wrote it, but a lot of my songs have a similar process on beginning to end of how I generally go about writing my songs. So this one, it's called Self-Critical. It's a pretty personal one, kind of a little bit sad, but I still like to have happier melodies to kind of cancel out the sad lyrics. I think it's kind of cool, that dynamic. So first, what I did was I kind of put the guitar capo just somewhere random on my guitar. Sometimes I do that when I don't really want to think of new chords, because I've been playing with newer chords recently, but when I wrote this song, I was still mainly using C, G, E minor, F, kind of the basic chords, but literally almost every pop song has just the basic chords in there. So I just put my capo somewhere because technically it changes the key of the chords. So if I played a C chord, it's not C because it's up 4 half steps, so that would be C sharp, D, D sharp, E. So that would be E technically. Yeah, so same chord. Anyway, so I just put on the 4th fret and then I started playing the chords. Oops. Alright, so I went. And I kind of came up with that rhythm. I like to choose the chords, but not just the chords, also the tempo, kind of the vibe, the rhythm. So I could have done 1 bar of each chord, that's a different vibe than going so all that makes a big difference. So I just kind of played around with what I liked the most with the rhythm, and I kind of came to that rhythm there. And so I started with the verse. A lot of the time I start with the verse. Sometimes it's good to start with the chorus. I know a lot of songwriters talk about the importance of maybe starting with the chorus because that's the main part of the song. If you don't have a good chorus, you don't have a good song, which is true. I agree with that, but sometimes writing the verse helps me get to the chorus, kind of setting up the story, setting up the lyrics and what I want to talk about, and then once I get to the chorus, I kind of know what I'm talking about, so it kind of helps write the chorus in that way. So with this one, I started with the verse, and I just started, sometimes I start with a song idea, but I don't think I had one. I was just kind of going off what I was feeling, just started freestyling. So I turned on my voice memo, little recording on my phone, and started recording and just freestyled. And I kind of came up with the first line right away, which is I'm really good at making myself feel bad. Yeah, so even just that line, that already told me a lot about what this song is going to be about. That's very interesting. I'm really good at making myself feel bad. Alright, so we know where this is going, kind of. And so I just continued to write, and I'll just sing the verse. I'm really good at making myself feel bad. I know just where it hurts, so I mess with that. I have 2 sides to my mind, they always argue with each other, and it's hard not to listen to. Yeah, and then it kind of goes into, I don't know if it counts as a pre-chorus actually. Not really. I just had more to say, so I continued to write, and I was like, one side tries to be positive, but the other is the worst, and the other's usually dominant. I hate the way that works. Yeah, and also when I first wrote it, not all of those lyrics I completely finished and had perfect right away. I kind of usually do on the first draft of a song, I kind of have a first draft, so not all the lyrics are finished. I kind of had like whatever early version of the lyrics, and then I got to the chorus, and I do want to write the chorus always as soon as possible, because that is the most important part. And so I got some of the verse, and I knew the general idea of what I was trying to say and the story I was trying to tell in the verse, and that helped me write the chorus. And I'll sing you the chorus. So it goes like, I'm way too self-critical. I'm always bringing myself down, down. And I know I should be careful though. I'm driving myself crazy 'cause I'm way too self-critical now. Yeah, so I started with, it's pretty straightforward. I'm way too self-critical, and that just that line, it says a lot. And I like to think of that hook line and the title of the song. So at this point I knew the song was going to be called Self-Critical. It's a pretty good title, and it's catchy to have just one kind of phrase or word that is in the chorus that people can remember, because if you think of like hit songs, right, like there's so many hit songs. I'm trying to think of any song. Like if I look on Spotify for like top hits right now or something, let's see. Today's top hits. Okay, Sabrina Carpenter, of course. So, Taste, that song. And in the chorus, it's, I don't want to get copyrighted, but in the chorus, it says, you'll just have to taste me when he's kissing you. Whatever, it's a specific lyric that is memorable, so that's important to have. So anyways, I wrote self-critical. I'm way too self-critical. And that's one way to do it in the chorus, is to start with the hook line right there in the beginning. A lot of songs do that, but some other songs it waits till the very end to have, like, it has a build-up of the story, and then at the very end it says the hook line. Like I'm trying to what song of mine has... Okay, like another song of mine, as an example, is called Creep. So it has the whole chorus, and then at the very end it says, just hang around when I'm trying to sleep, creep. So that came at the very end. So that's a way to do it as well. With this song, I started with the hook right in the beginning. I'm way too self-critical. Bringing myself down, down. And then it ends with, I'm way too self-critical again. So it says the hook twice, which usually in songs it does say the hook at least twice, the hook line. So that's that. And then also in chorus, I'm trying to think of... So, also in choruses, a lot of the time there'll be a melody. The melody will repeat twice, at least. And so that's what it did as well in this. It went, I'm way too self-critical. I'm always bringing myself down, down. Not exactly the same, but it's still close. It's more catchy than if you just did like, I'm way too self-critical. I'm way bringing myself down. Whatever. I don't know. It kind of works anyways. Don't know. Okay. But you'll notice in a lot of songs they'll have the same melody twice in a row. So... So I like to think of the first half of the song in the verse and the chorus. It's building the story and it's setting up the whole song, and it kind of has the main idea. And then when it gets to the second verse, I always try to add more details and enhance the story and continue the story. And so that's what I did with this one. I actually had a rap verse, technically, in the second verse, which is like... kind of getting... Wait, is that... I'm way too self-critical now. Kind of getting sick of it, feeling I'm not good enough, feeling like my hair's too thick, feeling like I'm way too short, feel like I can't write a hit. I'm always stuck in my head, wondering if I can get any good friends. Maybe I don't deserve them. I'm kind of quiet, I'm kind of boring, I'm way too sensitive. I always cry when it's not a big deal, so why do I'm way too self-critical. So yeah, it just adds like a lot more detail. And actually part of that verse, I had a version 1 of that second verse was a lot less detailed, and it was a little more general, kind of like the first verse. But it was actually around the time that I went to the studio with will.i.am, and I just remembered this. will.i.am, he's, from the Black Eyed Peas. He's really supportive and very nice about my music, and I played in this song, and he really loved the song. And then he suggested that I go more to depth and put specific examples of me being self-critical in the song. And so I went into that for the second verse, and so that's how it came to be. I was very specific. It's like feeling I'm not good enough, feeling like my hair's too thick, feeling like I'm way too short, feel like I can't write a hit. Like very specific examples, and so that was inspired by his advice as well. So, and then at the end of the song, in the bridge, it kind of goes like, now, I am my worst enemy and I hate it, always telling me that I can't make it. I will prove me wrong, I will prove me wrong. I am my worst enemy and I hate it, always telling me that I can't make it. I will prove me wrong. So I like to have some positive ending in my songs a lot of the time, and because a lot of the song was very sad, the lyrics, and so yeah, in the bridge it brought it up a little more positive. I will prove me wrong. So yeah, that's just kind of a personal decision. Obviously a lot of songs are just sad the whole way through. That's great too, love those songs. But yeah, and it doesn't have to be a lot, also songs can get kind of cheesy if it's too positive or trying to be like cheesy inspirational. And so just a little one line like that, it's still very sad. Mostly I am my worst enemy and I hate it, always telling me that I can't make it. I will prove me wrong. So there's only one line that's like positive, but it really is all you need sometimes. So that's pretty much the song, Self-Critical, and I hope you liked a little explanation of kind of the process behind writing it. And yeah, so I'll see you in the next live stream or video or both. See ya. Bye-bye. Hello, I do see one person in the comments, so hi. I recognize you from, you always comment, I appreciate it. So in these live streams, once I have a couple of viewers or even one viewer, I don't care, but I want to answer some questions. So if you have any questions about songwriting, I don't know if you are a songwriter or what, but if you have questions about songwriting, then definitely ask them, because that's what I will be doing in the end of the live streams, is answering questions. So, but it's fine if you don't have any. But yeah. And that's what I'll be doing. So yeah. It's getting so hot. Who's telling me that I can't make it? Okay. I have to edit this. Don't mind. Don't mind. Gotta edit it when it uploads as a regular video. Okay, bye bye.